Now, we're going to talk about some overrated versus underrated methods of lead generation going into 2024. So, how can you get more clients and acquire more customers for your B2B business in 2024? I'm going to tell you two ways which I think are overrated and two ways which I think are underrated. So, we'll start with overrated. The overrated way, in my opinion, is the traditional methods of referrals and networking. Okay, as a small business owner, I hear this all the time, and I have been to networking events before. However, for the time that you put in, for everyone's there effectively to try and sell their service in one way or another. That's the whole point of networking. However, you're likely not going to be with your ideal clients. They're probably not your ideal clients there. You're just trying to see what sort of relationships you can build to try and get a foot in the door with someone, and it's very time consuming, very slow, and you're very limited. You might be limited to your local area where maybe 20 other people or 20 other business owners attend. And I think it's a very overrated way of doing client acquisition, lead generation for your business. I think there are definitely more efficient ways. So that'd be the first one, referrals and networking. It's a bit of a no from me. The second most overrated method, in my opinion, is I see it all the time on Facebook and Twitter. We've actually done it ourselves, and this is the reason why I call it overrated, because it doesn't really work that well, is posting free lead magnets or giving away free stuff in either Facebook groups or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, whatever it is, but it's giving away free stuff. Now, this might seem like a controversial take, but the reason I think this is overrated is because you attract a certain type of crowd. You attract the people that are only wanting to get free stuff from you. They're not usually, most of the time, if they convert, the highest LTV client, just because everyone is just going for that free stuff, right? Now, of course, something free is going to attract loads of people. I'd get attracted to something if it was a really good offer and it was free. But for the sheer volume that you get, as in you can post something on Facebook, and we have before, and got 200 comments, and really only about 2 or 3 of those are actually going to be qualified. So it's a very inefficient way, in my opinion, of shifting through traffic. It can be great to build up some awareness. It can great to start more conversations, but just in terms of leading to direct conversions, I know it's technically a bit of an inbound method where people are coming to you, so your conversion rate might be higher of those calls, but for all of the people you actually get interested in the free stuff, not many of them are qualified. So that is what I'll say, and that's why I think it's slightly overrated. The two underrated methods of client acquisition which you need to be using for your business in 2024 are LinkedIn outbound marketing using in-mails and connection requests, and cold email lead generation. Now, people are probably going to roll their eyes at that, not going to want to hear that, but LinkedIn and cold email, they are the fundamentals and they work the best. The reason is they are repeatable, scalable, and measurable. So you can repeat the process that you've done to acquire a client on email or LinkedIn over and over and over again to acquire more clients. Now, the reason why it's scalable is because emails come out per an email account, and LinkedIn messages come out from your LinkedIn account. And guess what? These can be duplicated. You can create more of these. So this can be scaled. You can scale from 5 email accounts sending outbound to 20 email accounts sending outbound, and you'll get roughly 4 times the results. Now, there's of course a bit of a diminishing returns aspect, especially with LinkedIn, because you don't just want to be creating loads of fake LinkedIn accounts. They don't work. But say you have a business or an organization and you're just the only person running your LinkedIn campaigns at the moment, starting to use your team members' LinkedIn profiles for this method as well is going to be fantastic, and it's going to help you acquire more clients. So that's why I think LinkedIn is underrated, because a lot of people say they try it and they say it's saturated and they say it doesn't work, but it's because they haven't gone the right way around it. So that all is what I can go into slightly later, what is the right way to go about it. But before I do that, I just want to explain why email is fantastic as well. And email, once again, when done correctly, is really underrated. The reason being because everyone says it doesn't work. And if you know how to make it work, then it's incredible, because it's so cost effective. So cost effective. You can be sending out 5,000 emails a month easily for, less than $200 all in, with the domains, email accounts, the sending software, the leads as well. You can do it so incredibly cost effectively. So that's why email is very underrated. And as everyone says, it's dying and it doesn't work. That gives you more opportunity to make it work. It's less there's less competition in a market who are actively doing it. So it means you can be more successful if you crack it. So that's why I think LinkedIn and email are underrated. So as I mentioned, LinkedIn I think is so underrated, and the reason being that people aren't applying it correctly. A lot of people are treating it like direct sort of mail, direct email, and going straight for a sale as soon as someone's accepted a connection request. And once again, this usually isn't going to work. It's a thing of building trust and building rapport. And the reason why LinkedIn specifically is extremely underrated is once you have someone in your network and they've accepted your connection, they're going to see all of your posts. This gives you such a huge chance to nurture them and bring them along the buyer journey without you having to put additional effort in for every single person. Every single person in your network is seeing your content. It is such a valuable resource to build your network. And if you can build it on autopilot with tools such as Dripify, which are LinkedIn automations, then you're just going to stand so much far ahead of your competition, because you have the biggest network and you'll be able to nurture them the most with the most content, which will be huge for your brand and for your business. One little secret tip how we've actually boosted our LinkedIn response rates significantly, and also done this for our clients, is by using Loom videos. Now, if you're not using Loom videos and you're outbound, you're missing out. I'm telling you 100%, you are missing out. Loom videos are so underrated. They can literally double your response rates from what we've seen. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a specific Loom video to every single person, because once again, very time consuming. What you can do is build that targeted list, as we've mentioned throughout this episode and throughout this video, and you can create a Loom video that resonates with everyone in that list. So for example, you could say, I was just searching for chief marketing officers in London and came across your profile. We do XYZ. This is how we help chief marketing officers, right? And they're going to receive that as a chief marketing officer and go, oh, wow, they've obviously they know I'm a chief marketing officer. They know my pain points. They know what I struggle with. They know how to help me. But you're sending this to all the chief marketing officers. You could do this the same for location, once again, or company size. You can make it targeted and make it personalized, but still send it to everyone in your network or in the pool. And that's why it's really, really crucial to do your research first and then create Loom videos based off those segmented lists. But Loom videos, if you're not doing them, start doing them, because they will do wonders for your conversion rates and actually book you more calls.